Alrighty, folks. So today I am heading down to my brother's house to pick up the crawfish boiler that I left there last week because I got so busy I didn't have time to pick it up yet. So I gotta go pick it up. I did a quick clean on it, get all the nasty stuff out, rinse it down good. It needs a good, douching. You go in and throw some bleach and all, sanitize it down, and get ready for the next bull, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'm doing a public bull, open to the public, at a farm out west of here. So I got one of my girls is going to pick up the crawfish today in East Texas as it comes in from Louisiana. Got to meet up with her over there to bring the boiler and then get everything ready to go for tomorrow because it starts at 11 a.m. It means tomorrow is going to be a very, very early morning again. 3 or 4 in the morning, get up and go do this. And the storm's coming in overnight and shit. So, but it looks like it's gonna clear out around noon, which is perfect. Because I'm doing my bull tomorrow afternoon. It starts at 11 and goes to 4 o'clock. So yeah. Anyway, I'll bring you along the journey here and take some shots throughout the day, and then meet up for a finale there at the bull if all goes well. Join me. Jaya. So what a lot of people probably don't know, or you just don't see this part of the business, like to be able to do a public bull, I had to have the health department come out and inspect the setup and all, minus the boiler, but make sure that you're in a covered area, you got hand washing stations, all that kind of stuff for the bull. So yesterday when I'm doing that big plate up for 175 people, right when I got done, she called and said, I need you to meet me over here, whatever. I was like, I'm in the middle of doing a plate up. She said, okay, I'll inspect it or whatever. So they do the inspection, and she calls, said everything's good. And then she tells me that she loves crawfish, and she's gonna get her husband and her come, tomorrow to this bull. And I was like, all right, that's cool. But it is a little bit of pressure having the health department just standing over you, like they're hovering over you. But if they're cool enough where they're gonna come, that means that you're doing everything right. So it shouldn't be any big deal at all. But anyway, there's a lot of regulations and stuff to go with just, you have these people that just pop up and sell tamales on the side of the road and all that ain't legit. You don't know if them people roll them tamales with their feet on the floor. I mean, you don't know what the hell you're eating. So make sure when you're going to any kind of public type function where you're getting fed, it's been inspected and all, because you don't want to get into a situation where you're eating stuff's going to make you sick, So all of our stuff gets, everything we do gets inspected and all. And it does cost a lot more money to do things legitimately. That's why I got to charge more money. But if you come to my event, you're not going to be getting sick. And, a lot of events you go to, they don't go through the proper channels, and you don't know what the hell you're getting. So keep that in mind when you're out and about, eating street food and whatever, at a festival. Kind of just look around, see if it looks straight. If it don't look straight, then don't eat it, That's the bottom line. If it don't look like it's been inspected, it probably hasn't been inspected, Alright, guys. Carry on. So yeah, man, if you're like at a craft fair or some shit, and they're making like a grilled cheese or something, your chance of getting sick on a grilled cheese is almost non-existent. So, you don't have to really worry about that as much. But, let's say you go into like a Cajun festival and, somebody's setup don't look right, they ain't got no covers over shit, and there's flies all over everything, and they had some hot ass etouffee sitting around in a vat of grease all day with flies swarming it. Your chances of getting sick go up tremendously, So just kind of be observant, like if it don't look right, it probably ain't right, man. Just because, your mom's sisters makes a really good etouffee don't mean she should be out selling it at a public event, you know what I mean? But they don't know what the hell they're doing. And some people, most people legitimately are in the business, they get everything done the correct way. So a lot of times you don't have to worry about it. But if you see something that looks off, it's probably off, something ain't right. So just protect yourself from eating bad shit, It's like if you're out buying some kind of, happy shit off the streets, you don't know what it was made with. So it might not make you happy. It might make you dead. So just keep that kind of shit in mind. Yeah, while we're here talking about all this shit, might as well get into some more details of it all. So, like, for instance, next week I'm doing a big gala, right? Well, those kind of situations, there's lots of people. There's party planners, there's event managers from other companies that are putting on the thing. There's all kinds of stuff going on. A lot of stuff that's not my control. My control is the food. But for instance, like the wine and all, the wine bars are doing all is donated product, and they have TABC certified bartenders and all serve it. That way people don't get overserved, shit like that, But for instance, let's say somebody gets a glass of wine. They've done been drinking since they've been up that morning, and they slip and fall, break that wine glass and slit the wrist open. Well, they're gonna sue every motherfucker there. They ain't gonna just, sue the person doing the wine or whatever. They're gonna sue me and event planners, the people that own the fucking building, every damn thing. That's how people are these days. So I gotta carry $1 million worth of liability insurance, even though I know that my food is not gonna make anybody sick or anything like that, because I do everything the right way. But it's because of all the other shit that's involved, because you're not in control. Especially doing catering, you have a small amount of stuff you can actually control yourself, and everything else, you're hoping that the people you're working with, the other companies and stuff, that, 9 times out of 10, I won't say that, half and half the time. Half the time you've worked with these people before and done events, because you've been in the business a long time, but you're going to run across a deal where it's a party planner that you're working through that knows somebody completely different. They contact them, or however it works out, where you never work with these people. You don't know what quality people they have, how crazy they're gonna do shit, stuff like that. So yeah, you got to make sure you got insurance. That's another big expense in my business that if you're legitimate, you have, and if you ain't legitimate, you don't have. So it's cover your ass type shit. That way, if my company gets sued, they don't take the farm type situation. You know what I'm saying? So that's another big thing about legitimate and non-legitimate companies. Legitimate companies get inspected for all this stuff. They call and get all the permits, everything you're supposed to do. Non-legitimate companies don't do any of that shit. They don't have insurance. If you get sick, if they put glass in your food or something and you swallow it, it's shit out of luck, So, that's some other stuff. We just kind of got off on the subject of talking about legitimate and non-legitimate companies, and I figured we just kind of dive into it a little bit. But yeah, if you guys got any questions or comments and all about food service stuff, there's lots of little nuances and stuff that the normal public don't even know that exist. They don't, everybody knows that a place gets a health inspection, but they don't know the details of it and stuff like that, the ins and outs. And especially all this off-site stuff I do, like if we gotta build a temporary kitchen and shit, I gotta get the fire marshal to come out, I gotta get the damn health department to come out. There's a lot of shit, a lot of fees, a lot of permits and crap you gotta go through for these type deals that a lot of people don't know about. So when you go into a festival and shit, you're like, why the hell is a corn dog, $8? Well, that's because of all the shit that the person that's making that corn dog had to go through to be able to get that corn dog to you in the middle of fucking nowhere where there ain't no damn kitchen. Half the time ain't no electricity and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got a big festival, you're like, damn, I want a corn dog. You look around, there ain't no fucking electrical poles or nothing. Well, them motherfuckers had to go get out and get generators and shit and get permitted for all that shit, have a fire marshal come out for all that shit, make sure they gonna burn the damn county down or wherever the hell you at. So there's a lot of shit's involved in that. So when you go out to these things, you think, why is shit so expensive? That's why. And I've got a set cost I gotta recover, from the cost of goods and labor and building that facility and those permits and shit that I gotta make back before I can make any profit. So don't necessarily dog out the people when you're at one of these festivals or something, because there's a lot of shit involved in putting on a festival professionally. Like the people putting on a festival, they gotta bring out portalets and shit, shitter cans, They got to bring out trash bins and set up trash service. And there's a lot. They got to have protection, you know, and have security out there so nobody's out there, you know, stabbing somebody or something. There's a lot of shit that's involved in these type of events. And, you know, so let's say the county is putting on it, or the city, or whatever, wherever you're at, you know. A lot of cities, municipalities do shit. A lot of counties do shit. You know, county fairs or rodeos or whatever the hell it might be. You know, art festival, on down the list. But you gotta consider like the vendors paying the city or the municipality a high percentage of the sale, so that the city recoups the money for the security, the trash, the sewer, you know, all the shit they got to deal with to put on one of these festivals, you know. And there's also a lot of stuff that, you know, it's more expensive because, you know, a lot of times there might be rain or some event that happens that doesn't turn into the money that needs to be regenerated from all the expense you had, that the municipality had. So when you're paying high prices on those deals, that's why you're paying high prices of those deals. It costs a lot of money to get temporary workers and all. Like a temporary worker ain't gonna work for less than $20 an hour, you know. So if they gotta have security, they gotta have somebody going out picking up the trash, they gotta have, you know, all these different people. They gotta get paid some way, and that's the way they get paid, is through them vendors paying half their proceeds to the municipality, you know. All right, guys, we got over here, got loaded up here for the on the boiler. And what I do is I chuck this stuff off here. That way, see the gas spigot there? You don't want that to go all the way into your bed, so got to chalk it off there. Then you get your tension on. That way, this thing ain't gonna slide in and bust that valve off. Without that valve, we're in big trouble. And these things cost too much money to just be trashing, you know. Righty, folks. Getting all cleaned up here. Ready for tomorrow. Alright guys, so we're going to do this bowl. I'm going to set up right over here tomorrow, but it's supposed to rain today. It's supposed to have live alligators and stuff out here. That should be interesting. Anyway, I'm just doing the bowl part. So I'm going to set up out here, but it's supposed to storm. As you can see off in the distance, lots of storm clouds and all. So hopefully this is covered tonight. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, so yeah. Let's go with that. And they wanted us to throw some of these, to put some pond water in here, to throw some crawfish in for the kids to be able to see. And then they'll come over here and order tomorrow from this area right here. So we'll make up bags, little 3.5 pound bags with stuff, with sausages and potatoes and all for a full meal. Or you can buy it by the pound, 2 pound minimum. So we'll build up some 2 pound bags and all. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, I gotta be back here at 6 a.m. So we're gonna conclude this video today, and yeah, we'll pick up tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.